The number one thing people forget about their lungs is that they don't just breathe in isolation. Every breath you take is influenced by what you put in your stomach. If your lungs feel heavy, sluggish, or like you're constantly fighting through a layer of internal fog, many people assume it's just the air quality or getting older. But here is the clinical truth that often surprises patients. Your respiratory health is deeply connected to your gut and your systemic inflammation levels. In many cases, the struggle to take a deep, clear breath isn't just about the lungs themselves, but about the clutter we are creating through our diet. In the medical world, we often focus on treating the symptoms of lung distress with inhalers or medications, which are sometimes necessary, but we rarely look at the fire behind the smoke. We talk about risk factors like pollution or smoking, but we overlook the chronic overnutrition of foods that actually trigger the body to produce excess mucus and inflammation. It is a disconnect that leaves the average person feeling confused about why they can't seem to clear their chest. The first group of foods we need to address are what I call the lung cloggers. These are the hidden triggers that make breathing harder than it needs to be. Take processed meats, for example. Things like bacon, deli meats, and sausages are loaded with nitrates. Research suggests these nitrates can actually exacerbate asthma symptoms and drive up lung inflammation. Then there is dairy. For many people, milk and cheese act like a signal for the body to increase mucus production. This thickens the fluids in your airways, obstructing the very channels meant for oxygen exchange. Even excessive salt plays a role. High sodium leads to fluid retention, which can put physical pressure on your diaphragm and lungs, making every breath feel like more work. And don't get me started on sugary sodas. The carbonation and sugar don't just rot your teeth. They cause bloating that physically interferes with the diaphragm's ability to move, effectively reducing your lung capacity. But the question is, what should you eat to actually repair and detoxify this vital system? The last food on this list is perhaps the most accessible hack for your respiratory health. Number 1. Leafy greens like spinach and kale. These are high in natural nitrates and antioxidants like vitamins A, C, and K. These aren't just vitamins, they are a shield for your lung tissue against oxidative damage. Number 2. Apples. It sounds like an old cliche, but apples are rich in quercetin. Studies suggest that eating at least 5 apples a week is specifically linked to better lung function and a reduction in respiratory decline. Number 3. Fatty fish like wild-caught salmon. These are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are the ultimate fire extinguishers for inflammation. They help soothe the airways and improve overall respiratory symptoms. Next are berries, specifically blueberries. They're loaded with anthocyanins, which protect your lungs from the daily assault of pollution and oxidative stress. The most powerful, yet simplest tool for lung detoxification is actually something you have in your kitchen right now: water. Staying hydrated is the most effective way to thin out lung mucus. When you are dehydrated, that mucus becomes thick and sticky, making it nearly impossible for your lungs to clear out pollutants. By simply maintaining proper hydration and focusing on these high antioxidant foods, you create an environment where your lungs can finally start to heal themselves. Supporting your lungs doesn't require a complicated medical protocol. It starts with choosing movements and nutrients that respect how your body actually works. When you remove the triggers and add in the repair foods, you'll notice that heavy feeling begins to lift. You'll find that walking further feels easier and waking up feels clearer. It's about giving your body the clarity it needs to do what it was designed to do: breathe freely. I'd love to hear from you. Do you find that certain foods make your chest feel tighter? Leave a comment below with your experience. If this was helpful, remember to like and subscribe so we can keep sharing these clinical insights for your health.